Echo, echo, testing, testing. Okay. One moment, I'm going to check and see if I can hear audio from the secondary machine. Okay. Got all dysfunctional. That's all I really needed. There we go. I can move. I'm dragging me with my mouse, but I can move. Okay. Wow, it's been a week. This is going to be a relatively short stream. It is mostly just for, like, updates and explaining where I've been the past week. I know there's nobody here, and I'm basically talking to ghosts, but that's fine. As with every other VOD, it will be on the YouTube, and it's mostly being done for the sake of clarity, we'll go with. This past week has been rough. Not me, but there have been family in the hospital. Surgery, whatnot, healing times. Because of that, family has been staying over at the house. As you may already be aware, because I work a night shift and stream after work, that means I normally stream around 3 a.m. My folks are not nocturnal like I am, so I have been refraining from streaming for the past week out of respect for them. It is, the least I can do. But hopefully I will be back to a normal streaming schedule soon. I don't talk about my folks very often, and when I do, I will either refer to them as my folks, my mother, my father, or if I'm feeling particularly cheeky, I will refer to them by the names that I associate with this avatar. It is not commonly known yet, but this avatar does have a surname. Vokvaren is a first name, where the surname is Rootstone. It is visible in the RimWorld playthrough, but its origins have never really been explained. Right now, I am a wisp of soulfire. That will not always be the case. Someday soon, TM soon, like possibly free run grade soon, I will end up updating to a more humanoid-ish avatar. But when I say humanoid, I'm actually talking a Dwelf, which is a dwarf-elf hybrid. They were more common back in 2nd Ed D&D, but that's, 1985 to the mid-90s? There's good odds none of you have ever heard of them. But yes, that means my humanoid avatar will be a Dwelf, which means my parents are a dwarf and a elf respectively. My mother, who from this point on will either be my mother or Mama Stone, is the dwarven parent of the pair. She is a wonderful woman, a brilliant craftsman, a baker, and many other things, and I absolutely adore her. She is also the more boisterous of the pair, so hence why I gave her the dwarf. My father, who from this point on will be Papa Root, is the elf of the pair, a wood elf specifically, also a craftsman of his own kind, but also a botanist and many other things over his long lifespan. Sadly, the man that Papa Root is based off of, my father, has had lung problems for, well, most of my life, actually. And considering I'm nearly 40, that is a long fucking time. Earlier this week, he went into surgery to get what is called a Zephyr valve installed. 5 of them, in fact. They are one-way air valves that get, put in your lungs to help regulate where air goes in them. They're basically designed to keep excess air from being pulled into dead and damaged portions of your lungs so that things don't get difficult to breathe. He's had difficulty breathing for honestly decades, so this is a wonderful thing for him. Imagine, if you will, that we'll divide your lungs into 4 parts. Imagine if one of those parts cannot take in air. So you breathe in and you take in 4 parts of air. Your body absorbs 3 of it, and your brain goes, we didn't get all of it, we're short on breath. That is what he's been suffering with for a long time. The ratios aren't correct, but it's a good simplification. Realistically, I'm bored, so I'm moving myself around. With the 5 Zephyr valves installed, when he breathes now instead of getting full 4 parts of air, he'll get 3 parts of air, and his body should absorb 3 parts. That alone will make it so that he shouldn't feel as short of breath. His lung capacity will go down, but he won't be gasping for air like he usually is. Now, it is a relatively safe procedure, but there can always be complications. I don't actually remember the proper term for it, but oh god, it starts with a P. It's when your lung collapses. His lung collapsed. These things happen. He is fine. He is good. They stabbed him and pumped it back up, as you do with a collapsed lung when you're in a hospital. So he's had a rough week, and things have went generally well. He's recovering. That was Tuesday. It is now Saturday. He's out of the hospital as of yesterday, but they are still hanging around the area in case things don't measure out good. Better to stay around the hospital that you got it done at, and then drive half a state away. And by half a state, I mean 4 hours, and then have to make your way back if something goes wrong. So, yes. That is the whole reason why I have been generally absent, and thankfully it's now all over and good. We've made it through the worst of it, and everything is fine. I just wanted to pop in here and let y'all know how things were doing, and that I will be back to somewhat normal streaming, hopefully next week. Outside of that, where'd my brain go? They're out of the house, so I'm doing this in a rush, and I didn't write a script or anything, because I never write a script, because why would I need to have a list of words in front of me to do something sane or stable? The answer is because I, myself, am bad at remembering things. Oh, God, it's been stressful. I'm just so happy he's okay. Yeah, I know they're old, I know they're pretty old, but I would have hated to lose him. It would have been soul crushing. Life is just getting good. Life is just now starting to improve. That would have been that would have been getting run over by a semi-truck. That's what that would have been for me. It would have been the worst possible thing to happen. Let's see. Is there anything else that is of dire importance? I wouldn't say this next bit is of dire importance, but I did post a lyric version of a song cover / parody that I've been working on for the past week. It is Krelly related. If you've found this YouTube channel, you will probably already notice that my work is either my streams or something related to my muse. What can I say? I have very few tracks in my brain, and a few of them are getting very, very full of mold. It's good mold, but it's mold nonetheless. So yeah, if you could go pop your head over and look at that, I'd be overjoyed and grateful. Be gentle on me. I haven't really sung in, a decade. Like, I used to sing a lot when I was much, much younger. Humming and singing was a thing that came naturally to me when I was happy. And then life got very hard, and then life imploded, and it was difficult but not impossible. And a decade ago, I had my one and only relationship for any prolonged period of time, and it imploded after a short, 2 years. Not for my lack of trying, but I have not sang much since. There was one attempt that I had done in the interim, but I could tell my heart wasn't fully into it, and the woman I was courting was not interested in me, so it didn't really go over well or how it wanted to go. So I have not really sung for anyone in about a decade. My voice is not what it used to be, but I am definitely proud of that project. I don't know if anyone will ever hear it, and I don't know if anyone will ever like it. But for the first time in a long time, I felt the urge to sing, so I bloody well sang. It's weird having a muse again. That's all I can really say to that one. Kind of pushes me to do things that I haven't done in a long time, and it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Outside of that, news-wise, my first video ever passed 100 views. It's also the Crowley-related one. It's the one where her brawl gem murders 116 people. It just hit 100 views on Thursday, and I had a little existential freak out, because that's literally the most viewed video I have ever made. This time around, or previously. I wasn't certain I was ever going to make it to triple digits. I'm not here for fame, or money, or recognition, or anything like that. I'm doing this because it's a hobby and I feel inspired. But, seeing that the people are seeing these things does kind of have a good feeling associated with it, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty nice. Outside of that, I do have line art being worked on right now for the 12th form. It's a slow process. It was an accidental stumble upon, and I will gladly, I'm so happy for it, because it makes my life, it gives me something to look forward to that I just cannot comprehend yet. All of this is incomprehensible to me. It's just weird, but no, from there, when I do get it, I might show it briefly, but I'm likely going to use it as a framework to do the PNG art to make the 12th PNG avatar model, because as much as I do love this little Soulfire Wisp, and I will definitely incorporate it and keep it in the design and the branding, it'll be nice having a humanoid form. That's just one step forward on a very long series of steps that will become this journey. And while there aren't many of you here yet... Oh, there's a third person. Hello, third person. You came in, right at the very end of this. Do you have a name? Nope, you're a ghost. Okay. Hello, ghostly third person. Welcome. I'm just giving a general update, which is more or less wrapping up to the end, because, I don't have a whole lot of time today, and, well, I want to make sure the update at least goes out to the YouTube VOD, so that, there's records of things, because I'd much rather there be, something that y'all can look at and see. I know there aren't many of you, but I do like keeping y'all appraised. I'm having way too much fun just kind of dragging this PNG around with my mouse. With that, I'm actually going to bid you farewell. I hope y'all have wonderful nights, days, everything else in between. Things are looking up. I should be streaming more regularly starting next week. Vokvaren out. Bye. Oh, fuck, I never started recording this. I'm gonna have to rip the stream. I'm leaving that in. Bye!